Vantrue N2 Pro promises true dual 1080p coverage with infrared night vision so you capture everything inside and out, day or night. Either we've reached dashcam nirvana for rideshare drivers and commuters, or it's another round of tech roulette. On paper you get front 1440p when used solo, dual 1080p when both lenses run, a 170-degree front lens, 4 infrared LEDs for the cabin, parking mode, and heat-resistant supercapacitor power. Sounds criminally generous, but here's the thing, specs don't equal real protection. Here's what caught my attention and what didn't. I daily drove the N2 Pro for 3 weeks across city, highway, and 2 late-night airport runs, and I dug into hundreds of owner reviews to verify the patterns. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 3 weeks of testing. The N2 Pro claims to give you reliable dual-channel evidence, readable plates, usable audio, and set-and-forget parking surveillance without drama. The core promises are dual 1080p recording with 1440p front-only option for extra clarity, superior infrared cabin night vision for rideshare and taxi safety, heat-resistant supercapacitor for summer reliability, 24/7 parking modes with impact and motion detection. Sounds solid, right? Pretty bold claims for the price tier, but here's where things get interesting. They claim dual 1080p clarity that reads plates day and night. Reality check, in daylight the front camera is impressive for the class. Plates are readable at city speeds and signage stays crisp. At night, like most dash cams without larger sensors, plate legibility at speed drops thanks to headlight glare and motion blur. You still capture the scene, make, model, and traffic context, but don't expect CSI-level plate pulls at 45 mph in rain. Evidence. In my tests, plates were reliably readable when the car was stopped or under 25-30 mph with decent street lighting, which aligns with a ton of real user uploads. They push infrared cabin night vision as a rideshare lifesaver. What you actually get is very good interior detail in total darkness, especially faces and hands, thanks to 4 IR LEDs and a fast cabin lens. Here's why that matters. When an incident happens inside the vehicle, IR avoids that useless grainy black blob footage. The trade-off is the cabin image looks monochrome and can overexpose very close faces. Still, if you drive Uber or Lyft, this is the feature that makes the N2 Pro stand out. They suggest 24/7 parking protection. Here's where it gets mathematically impossible without add-ons. The N2 Pro uses a supercapacitor, not a big internal battery. That's great for heat and longevity, but it cannot run parking mode by itself. You need a hardwire kit or battery pack. Without that, parking mode is marketing, not reality. Even with a hardwire kit, motion-based parking detection can trigger on shadows or distant movement, filling your card with noise while missing quick hit-and-run bumps. Evidence. I set sensitivity to medium. At a grocery lot, it captured every cart and none of the door taps until sensitivity was raised, which then triggered on wind-blown bags. Typical dash cam behavior, but the 24/7 claim glosses over the power requirement. They hint at hands-off convenience. Let's be real, there's no Wi-Fi or app here, no Bluetooth, no cloud. You're pulling the microSD or using a cable to offload clips. That's fine for reliability, but slower if you share clips often. Optional GPS is in a different mount, which is another purchase and extra cable management. Evidence: many owners only discover the GPS is separate after delivery. Heat resistance claim: this is one area where the N2 Pro walks the talk. The supercapacitor setup handled a 97 degrees F cabin with direct sun in my test without thermal shutdown. File integrity held. The suction cup, however, is still a suction cup. On day 4, it sagged after baking at noon. Cleaning the windshield and reseating fixed it. Many reviews echo the same. Mount is good, but summer physics still wins sometimes. Here's where things get interesting with storage. Marketing says supports up to 256 GB. Reality. With a quality card and updated firmware, 128/256 GB works well. But loop recording plus dual streams means you can churn through a card fast if parking mode is noisy. Using 3-minute clips, a 128 GB card yields roughly 8 hours of dual footage before looping. Use 256 GB if you drive long shifts. Video quality. Front lens delivers crisp 1440p at 30 fps when running solo, or 1080p at up to 60 fps in some modes. Dual channel locks both at 1080p 30 fps. In dual mode, daytime detail is strong across the center with softening at the edges typical of a 170-degree field of view. WDR helps prevent blown-out skies but cannot cancel headlight glare. Plates at night while moving remain hit or miss. Night vision, the interior IR is the star. Faces are clearly captured even in a pitch-black cabin. The front camera at night is usable and better than budget cams, but still not on the level of bigger sensor, newer 2K plus 2K systems. If your top priority is exterior night plates at speed, consider stepping up to a modern dual 2K setup. Build quality and heat, compact, discreet, and the buttons feel solid. The 1.5-inch screen is small but sufficient for framing and quick playback. The supercapacitor design is actually a reliability win in hot climates. The suction mount is flexible for aiming at a window stop, but like any suction, it needs a clean glass and periodic reseat in summer. Parking mode and storage, here's what nobody tells you. Parking features are only as good as your power source and sensitivity tuning. Impact-only mode is more reliable than motion mode for urban parking. If you must use motion, lower sensitivity and park away from trees or busy walkways. Also, buy a high-endurance microSD. This camera writes constantly and cheap cards fail. What the marketing doesn't mention, no Wi-Fi means evidence transfer in a hurry is clunky. Optional GPS requires the GPS mount. And while the rating average is high with thousands of reviews, the complaints cluster around suction reliability, parking false triggers, and occasional microphone hiss. Most owners who understand the trade-offs rate it highly, especially rideshare drivers. Recommendation: recommended with caveats. If you're a rideshare driver or want interior coverage and reliable daytime exterior footage, the N2 Pro is a strong, proven pick. The IR cabin video is genuinely useful, the supercapacitor handles heat, and dual 1080p captures the story. Skip this unless you're okay with no Wi-Fi, an optional GPS add-on, and the reality that 24/7 parking needs a hardwire kit and careful tuning. If your priority is exterior night plate detail or app convenience, save your money for a newer dual 2K Wi-Fi model like Viafo's A229 series or Vantrue's N4 N5 lines. At typical pricing, the N2 Pro still delivers solid value for interior-focused protection. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Drop your toughest dash cam questions below and tell me what you want tested next. Hardware kits, 3-channel setups, or stealth mounts. New deep dive next week on a so-called AI dash cam that claims to prevent accidents in real time. Until then, drive smart, record everything, and stay savage out there.